Hi guys, welcome to lesson 55 of Learn That Solely. Today we're going to be looking at Waking the Demon by Bullet For My Valentine. Not too tricky, should be a nice easy one for you guys. Let's take a look. Before we get too excited, we just got to keep in mind that Bullet For My Valentine are in drop C tuning for this particular song, which is C, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's take a look at the first section. I'm going to start with a slight bend on 17 of the second string, then back to 14, and then a really slow bend on 17 of the first. So all together. Okay, and then we work our way into this arpeggio. Let's slow that down. I'm going 17, 21, 17 on the first string, and then I bring my pointer finger back and then play 16. As soon as I hit the 16th fret, I want to work my way up a small arpeggio. So I'm going to play 16 of the first, 17 of the second, and then 16 of the third. Alright, let's have those other notes in front of it. And at the end of that phrase, I just go to 14 of the third string. Give that a bit of vibrato. So let's see what we can do from the top. Okay, and then after that we've just got this building up run, etc, etc. So what I want to do here is start from 13 of the third string with my pinky. You can use your ring if you want to. And I'm going 13, 9, 11, 13. I bring my pinky over. I'm going to go 14, 11, 13, 14. Bring my pinky over again. We want to go 16, 13, 14, 16. And then the next one, I bring my pinky over to 18, and then we go 14, 16, 18. Let's try those ideas back to back a little slower. Okay, now the last bit goes. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start from 15 of the second string and then go 16, 18, and then it goes from 15 to 17 on the second string. So altogether that bit goes. Okay, then at the end of that I hit 15 twice on the second, 17 once, and then do a bend on 19 of the first string, and then bring it back down, and then just play it as a normal note and vibrato it a little. Okay, let's try that whole building up run and then we'll put the other part in front of it. Now from the start of the section. Alright guys, let's take a look at the second section. I'm going to do a hammer on from 17 to 19 on the first string and then pull off. Back to 17, then I slide from 17 to 16, and then hammer to 17, and then pull off back to 16. So I'll do the whole thing a little bit slower. At the end of that, I want to go to 17 of the second string, then go to 16 of the first, and then do a slight bendy vibrato thing, mainly just a vibrato on 18 of the third string. One more time. Hope that makes sense. Now the next bit is a really fast speed tap. So you're either going to have to use the side of your pick, or in my case, I've got a ring on my right hand. And to get that sort of speed up, I'm not thinking a specific amount of notes. I'm just trying to sort of hold my hand really tense till it starts to shake a little. And then hopefully that works out. So the fret that I'm doing my fast tap on is 17, and I'm playing 14 with my left hand. I'm just using a pointer finger, just holding 14 of the first string. So we do a speed tap there, and then bring that whole idea back a fret, so that my tap's doing 16 and my pointer finger's doing 13. So we go. Okay, let's slow that down from the start. Okay, then at the end of that we go, let's slow this down. What I'm doing at the start of that is I'm playing 15, 14, 13, and then 15, 14, 12 rather, all pull-offs, and then I do a hammer on from 12 to 14, and then pull off. Back to 12, and this is all on the second string, and then I slide that back to 10. So it'll go, okay, and then from there I want to pick 12. So what I'm doing is I'm picking 12, pulling off to 10, and then sliding to 9. And then as soon as I get to 9, I want to do a hammer to 10, and then pull off back to 9. So I go. So from the top of that section, and at the end of that it goes. So I'm playing 11 of the third string, down to 9 of the second string, and then I do a pull off from 11 to 9 on the third. So I go. Okay, and after that there's a big downward dive on the whammy. I just do a big slide to get that sound of, I guess, the notes going lower, and then there's a whammy drive up. So if you're anything like me and you're trying to improvise without it, we just slide backwards on that low now C string, and then I do a big bend on 19 of the first. Okay, so let's try the whole thing from the start of this section. Alright, this last section is looking at some pretty simple arpeggio ideas. Once we get our head around the first group, just the rhythm of what's going on gets pretty predictable. Let's have a look at that. I'm doing a pull off from 12 to 9 on the first string, and then I go 10 of the second string, and then go back to 9 of the first string. So I go, and then I do 2 pull-offs from 12 to 9, and then I go to 10 of the string above, and then back down to the 9 of the first again. So let's try the whole thing thus far. And then I do the 2 pull-off idea again, exactly the same, and then 10 of the second string, and then back down to 9 of the first. So all together. Okay, now with these 3 notes, I do exactly the same pattern. I'm going to do a pull off from 10 to 7 on the first string, and then go to 9 of the second string, and then back down to 7, and then do the whole idea again. So I'm going to pull off from 10 to 7, and then 9 of the string above, back down to the 7, 2 pull offs, 9 of the string above, back down to the 7, and then 2 pull offs, to 9 of the string above, back down to the 7. So I go. From the start. Okay, with the sort of same principle and idea, I'm going to do a pull off from 17 to 12 on the first string, and then go to 14 to the string above, and then back down to the 14, and then do 2 pull offs from 17 to 12, then 14 to the string above, back down to the 12, then 2 pull offs from the 17 again, then to 14 to the string above, and then back down to the 12. So I'll play that for you slowly. See, all the patterns are really similar. So we've got okay, and then I go back to the second formation, which was this. I'm going from 10 to 7 and then 9 of the string above, but it's a little bit different at the end. So I'm going to do the single pull off and then the end of that phrase, and then the one with the 2 pull offs, and then at the end of that we go into this. So I'll slow that down. I'm doing a pull off from 10 to 7, and then a pull off from 9 to 7 on the first string. When I go to 10 of the string above on the second string, and then go back down to 7 to the first. So I go. So that whole last little chunk, if I play it a little slower. Let's try the whole thing from the start of this. Okay, now the next bit before the solo ends, the first formation's exactly the same, second one's exactly the same, third one's exactly the same, and then instead of going to the fourth group, we just do a bend on 16 of the first. Alright, let's put the whole third section together. And that's the Waking the Demon solo. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'll catch you real soon.